Hello everyone. I want to thank you guys for all that you do and all the time that you give me, because the most precious thing you can give me right now is your time and watching my videos, spreading the word about my channel, and helping me reach my many goals. Yesterday, overnight, I reached one of my mini goals, and so I have set another goal for myself. And so I'm working on hitting, I think, 300 subscribers. Let me look. Hold on. I'm going to look on my computer and see where I'm at right now. Yes, I'm working on 300 subscribers. And so I set many goals for myself. My major goal is to hit 500. And so I hit the 100 mark. Now I've hit the 200 mark overnight. And today I want to start on my 300 goal, and I want to hit it in the next 3 or 4 days and continue with building my channel. So guys, if you guys want to help me out, there are two ways that you can help me out. Number one, you can go back and watch all my previous videos. It does help. Watch them all the way through, because the time that you spend on each one of the videos helps with the algorithm in YouTube. Number two, you can spread the word. Let people know that are watching channels that are similar um, to mine. Just post it on your Facebook, on your social media, and get the word out that I'm doing food bank hauls and utilizing what I receive from the food bank to create meals for myself and dishes for myself. And if you are in need of food, please look around in your area for food banks and go visit one. Or they have those blessing boxes. You can use the blessing basket boxes as well. I've seen some of those around my town as well. And so if you're in need of help, don't be afraid to ask. There are food banks pretty much in every town in the United States. And so you can pick up, what is available in your area, and then ask questions. You can ask me questions. And if you have a question about a particular item that you get and not sure how to use it, feel free to ask questions if you want to. You can find me on Facebook. I am Susie Halsey on Facebook. And so you can find me there as well to ask me questions. You guys have a blessed day. And I hope you enjoyed today's shenanigans in my kitchen. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to say good morning and let you guys know that I got some shenanigans going on in my kitchen this morning. So let's get busy and let me show you what I've got going. All right. First of all, remember the food bank haul yesterday? I'm processing the stuff from the food bank. So I've got the corn here. The two corns that I got on Wednesday, they were already bad by the time I got to them today. So they are being composted. I am going to boil this corn up. It'll make 4 servings for myself throughout the week, the rest of this week. And then over here I have the greens, and I'm going to simmer these. And what I did was basically I washed them up, put them in cold water, got them on the stove, got them boiled, boiling. And then one of my food bank hauls, I got this, and so I'm using this up. It is called Eat Your Greens, and it is a seasoning packet for greens. And so this was an added bonus from a previous food bank haul, in which I am, I'm sorry, I realized that I did not have the camera facing here. I am cooking the greens up and put that seasoning packet in there. So that's what I got going on the stove. What I'm going to do also is I'm going to start processing all of the produce that I had and preserving it the way I like to use it. And so I'm going to back you up, and y'all know everything happens in my sink. All right, it does. It happens in my sink. And so I'm going to back you up. Let me get you angled correctly into my sink. You can see I have 2 of the red potatoes. I tell you what, first what I'm going to do is show you some other things that I had going on. Let me turn this down just a little bit, and we're just going to let that boil. And I'm going to bring you over here to my refrigerator, and we are going to go down, and you can see that the 2 drawers on the bottom are full of the potatoes, the carrots, and the oranges that I got yesterday. So I've got a lot of food in here that I need to use up. I have a lot of those oranges, so I'm going to be eating one of those every day until I get rid of those. Already had some from a previous haul, and so we're going to combine those. You can also see up here, right here is 1 head of the lettuce, and then in this bowl right here with the orange top, that is a salad that I made. So the lettuces are taken care of, the produce, that produce is taken care of, and now we're going to move on to preserving the bell peppers and the jalapenos and the other items that are over on my counter over here. We're going to take this and we're going to start preserving it. And so we're going to get into my kitchen over here, into my kitchen sink, and I'm going to take you through this preservation project. Okay? What I do with my peppers, and you guys have seen me do it, is that I dice up my peppers and I'm getting the bags of peppers out of the freezer behind you. And I'm just going to keep adding to these peppers. I'm going to keep adding to these pepper bags. And so here they are. This is my bag of jalapenos, and this is my bag of what I call mild peppers. They're a combination of peppers that I received from the food bank and from my garden. They're all mild peppers that can be used as like you would bell peppers, all right? And so the first thing I'm going to tackle is the bell peppers. So I'm going to get all the bell peppers over here to the sink, and we're going to tackle them. I've already washed them, so they're ready to be taken care of. I'm pulling the stickers off of them. And I have the trash can underneath the camera there because you don't need to see the trash can. I'm going to pull all of the stickers off of them. I I had one viewer discuss with me down in the comments of the food bank haul that these came in that there is such thing as, you know, colored peppers. And so I want to thank that viewer for her information, because I did not know that. I had no clue. And so let me get my medium chopping board out right here. And we're going to get started on these peppers. All right. This is how I cut my peppers. I just go along the edges like this. And then pull out the seed pod and get rid of the membranes. And here we go. And we're going to do this. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. All right. And we're going to work just simply with the bell peppers right now, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and take these and set them off to the side and continue de-seeding the bell peppers. There's many ways you can do this. I've seen people take the tops off this way, but I prefer doing it this way. And that way I get most of the meat while cutting around the pod. Okay, I'm going to continue with this, and then I'm going to dice them up and put them into this bag right here. I'm going to do the same thing with the jalapenos, and all I'm going to do with the jalapenos is cut the ends off of those and put them in this bag, and all of this is going to go into the freezer. And I'll come back and show you the next step of this processing stage. All right, I'm continuing to work in my kitchen, everyone, and so I am going to show you what I'm doing right now. You can see that I have a strainer in my sink, and I have dirty dishes in my sink over here, but that's okay. It's the dirty dishes from when I was cooking this morning, okay? And so I'm getting processed through that. And this is the pot that had the greens in it. And I dipped out as much as I could before I got my strainer out. And guys, if y'all don't know, this strainer here, this is an old strainer my mom had in her kitchen. Back when Tupperware was a big thing, she picked this up and she used it, you know, as long as I could remember, and now I'm using it. All right, after she passed away, I picked this up and brought it to my house, and now I'm using it, and I'll use it, and maybe I'll pass it on to one of my nieces or nephews, who knows. All right, so got that done. Now I'm going to show you how these came out. We have the greens here, and we have the corn here, and I'm going to let this cool, and it's going in my refrigerator, and I'll eat off of it for the next 2 or 3 days, a little bit at a time. Everybody, we're going to get the next project going, and so what I'm going to do is move this out of the way, and we're going to bring the mangoes in that I got on Wednesday. And these mangoes are extremely ripe, and so we're going to cut in these, and we're going to see if they're still good. I'm going to get a quart-size freezer bag, because when I get mangoes, I like to use them in I like to use mangoes in, like, I reuse my bags, by the way. I like to use mangoes in like frozen fruit drinks or smoothies, things like that. And so that's what these are going. I'm going to cut them up and put them in a bag, and we're going to put them in the freezer, and then later I can use them into smoothies of some sort. So I'm going to put my chopping board out, and we're going to get into these mangoes and see what they look like. Typically when I do mangoes, I will take the tip of my knife, go into it, and just go all the way around it like this in one direction, and then I'll do the same thing in this one and just go completely around it like this. And then below you is the trash can. I'm not going to show you my trash can, but you can see that the fruit is very, very soft. Very soft, but it smells good. Okay, and I'm going to take a little piece of it and taste it. And it tastes delicious. So I'm going to get me a spoon out. And over here, I'm going to spoon this right in there. We don't want to waste any of this delicious mango. Mango is a fruit that you want it soft. You want it to be soft, because the softer it is, the sweeter it is. And so I'm going to keep pulling the skin off like this. And as I do that, I'm going to scoop out the flesh off of the peel and put it right down into my quart bag. And I'm going to continue this with both mangoes. But that one doesn't have any flesh on it. And I'm going to continue with this. And this is how you deal with a very, very ripe mango. As long as it smells good and it tastes good, then chances are it's good. And like I said, the riper it is, the sweeter it is. Just like bananas. Bananas are the same way. The riper the banana, the sweeter it is. Then this is so ripe that I do believe that I will be able to just scrape off the flesh right off of the seed. Look how it is so ripe that I'm just going to use my finger. I was going to use the spoon, but I think my fingers are working better. And just take that flesh right off of the seed. Just like that. Just like that. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to rinse my hands off because that is more like a puree right now. Rinse everything off. Remember, always start the morning off with a very, very clean sink that's sterilized. So I know that the sink is still clean. I haven't come across anything that was rotten. Do the same thing. Go around it just like this. It's a whole lot easier. Okay. Here we go. Okay, these are coming out, this skin is coming out relatively clean. Set that right there and put this over here, and all of that flesh is going to go right into the quart size bag. That's clean. Dog in the background. He hears things outside, he barks, lets me know something is outside. It's probably one of the neighbors moving around. And so there we go, that's cleaned up, and these are clean. There we go. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna deal with the flesh that's on the seed. And I'm gonna try, because the other one was great. There it is. It's coming right off the seed. Look at that. Is off of the seed and into the bag. I'm going to set that over here. Wash my hands off. these off. And then I'm going to pull this over here. Seal it up. Get the air out of it. And rinse this bag really good on the outside so that it's not sticky. Now it's ready to go into the freezer. Ready to go into the freezer for a smoothie. And I don't label this because I know what it is. I put it in a specific spot in my freezer, so I know what it is. And that, my friends, is how I handle the 2 mangoes that I received from the food bank this week. Okay. This is popped in the freezer right now. And then I'm going to show you what I have left to process. I'm going to pull you over here and show you what I have left to process. All right. We have over here the watermelon, the bananas, and the papaya. The watermelon I'm going to leave because I already have some cut up. So I'm going to leave it for another day or two while I finish up the watermelon I have in the refrigerator. The bananas are green, so I'm going to leave them and let them ripen up. And the papaya is going to go to someone else because I don't like papaya. I'm grateful that I got it, but I'm going to pass it to someone who will enjoy it much more than I will. And so that is how I took the produce that I got this week and I processed it and created meals out of it and got it preserved in a way that is going to last for a while. I want to thank you guys for coming along with my shenanigans in my kitchen today, and you guys have a blessed day.